2. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-diving deep into a verse that has brought hope and strength to millions of people for thousands of years. It's short, powerful, and packed with profound meaning. We're talking about Luke chapter 1 verse 37, which says, "For with God nothing shall be impossible." Let's unpack that together. To truly get the weight of this verse, we need to look at the context. The angel Gabriel has just delivered some pretty mind-blowing news to a young woman named Mary. He tells her that even though she is a virgin, she will conceive and give birth to a son, who will be the Son of God. Now, you can imagine Mary's confusion and disbelief. From a human perspective, this is completely impossible. It defies all logic and natural law. And it's right at this moment of human limitation that Gabriel speaks these powerful words. For with God, nothing shall be impossible. This isn't just a casual remark. It's a foundational truth of faith. Gabriel then offers proof. He tells Mary about her relative, Elizabeth. Elizabeth was considered barren and was well past childbearing age. Yet she was already 6 months pregnant. This was another impossible situation made possible by God. So, what does this verse, spoken in this specific context, mean for us today? First, it reminds us that God operates outside our human limitations. We often look at our problems, our dreams, or our circumstances through the lens of what we think is possible. We see financial struggles, health challenges, broken relationships, or career dead ends, and we label them as impossible to fix or overcome. We get stuck in our own logic and experience. This verse challenges us to lift our eyes higher. It invites us to look at our situations not just from our limited human perspective, but from God's limitless divine perspective. Our impossible is God's possible. The very fabric of creation, the parting of the Red Sea, the healing of the sickle, these biblical accounts are stories of God doing what man could not. Mary's miraculous conception is perhaps the ultimate example. It is a testament to the fact that God's power isn't bound by biology, physics, or our understanding of how the world works. The second powerful lesson here is about faith and trust. Mary's response to this impossible news is incredible. She doesn't argue or continue to doubt. She says, "Behold, I am the servant of the Lord." She chose to trust God's word over her own understanding. This is a huge takeaway for us. When we face our own impossible mountains, are we willing to surrender and trust that God's plan is at work, even when it makes no sense to us? True faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting the one who does. This verse isn't a magic wand that makes all our problems disappear instantly. It's not a guarantee that we'll get everything we want exactly when we want it. Instead, it's an anchor for our souls. It's a promise that in the midst of our trials and impossibilities, God is with us, and His power is at work. It might not look like we expect, and the timeline might not be ours, but He is moving. Elizabeth had to wait many, many years for her child. Mary had to face confusion and potential shame. Their journeys weren't easy, but God was faithful. So, how can we apply this? When you're facing something that feels impossible today, I want to encourage you to do 3 things. First, bring that situation to God. Acknowledge its weight, but then verbally declare this truth over it. With God, nothing is impossible. Second, look for your Elizabeth. Look for the evidence of God's faithfulness in your life or the lives of others. Say, "God, I don't see the way, but I trust your way. Let it be according to your word." Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what impossible situation you are trusting God with.